third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
An 8-yard pickup.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38.
It's 2nd down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 53 yards.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now because all week...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
A loss of 13 yards.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And the pressure gets to him again.
Quarterback is sacked.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
3-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 20.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, Brian Flores going to call on the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
NightHawks 3.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
39.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Now the try here for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10. Snwhks 7.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Eluding the pressure, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
First down and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Third down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Second down and 10.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and the 11.
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Third down pass. Intercepted.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. And the ball is knocked out. It's going the other way. Oh, he's got some breathing room. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding offense.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss of 6 yards. And
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Third and 8.
Buying time to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Holding, receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 13-yard line.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
The pass.
7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. The Seahawks looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. 25-14 was your final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bulldogs trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
37.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt.
1st down and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
2nd and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now back to throw. And that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd down and 17.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
OKC.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
Guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
39.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon.
24.
As we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. To throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9.
9 yards to go.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
A gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
He was
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29, the 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Complete.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
The pass.
That catch good for only a couple. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
NightHawks 34. Snwhks 24.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
Today's final score.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for our visitors, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.